who's supposed to sleep for front bed and who's supposed to sleep for back bed?
Both can sleep. It just depends on the arrangement that you guys have.
There's no way I'll sleep and I want to sleep or cross a woman and go and sleep behind. If I sleep for back bed, it be like day no break. Like the next day will not come. If you cross a woman to go and sleep behind, that woman will always suppress you in that marriage or in that relationship. There can be an exception if the lady is breastfeeding or is babysitting.
When I'm sleeping in front, I feel like tomorrow will never arrive.
The man is the head of the family as the head of the home, right? So it is a responsibility for the man to stand in front, like defend the whole family.
The way you protect me, I can also protect you.
Our African nature, the man should be the one to sleep in front of the bed.
If she sleeps in front, it doesn't change who she was before she slept there. As well as being the man, if you sleep behind, it doesn't change who you were.
But how can you want to sleep and you're crossing a woman to go and sleep behind her? Does that really play a role? Like putting a child in front, in the middle, while the both of you sleep at the end?
You guys were normally sleeping together.
Yeah.
And then now there's a child in between. So it kind of like signifies like there's a breach or there's a gap between you two.
Welcome to another beautiful episode of Tori for Kwata. Today we are going to be discussing a very interesting topic. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Always ready.
Always ready.
So today we'll be talking about in a relationship, in a marriage, who should sleep in front of the bed. I know saying a topic this way now. Many people they don't argue say sleeping in front of the bed or sleeping behind of the bed does not matter in many couples or in many relationships. But there are some traditional men, there are some men or there are some women that will say, see, you see the front bed, so now me, I must sleep today. So according to you, who you think should sleep in front of the bed?
For me, I feel like both can sleep. It just depends on the arrangement that you guys have.
Okay.
Like if you're a woman and you feel like, you know, when you're sleeping, you scatter, you throw yourself around. The front place should not be where you should sleep because you only discover yourself on the floor. Yeah, so with those kind of people, they should go behind. But some men will feel like it's normal, it's natural for them to sleep in front. Like they will say, if there's an attack, if there's a thief, I'll be the one to defend you. Before they get to you, they'll pass through me.
Yes.
But they also fail to understand that the thief or those attackers might not come through the door. They can still pass through the window. And if they pass through the window, both of you are at risk.
No, I think you're looking at it from a wrong perspective.
No.
You understand? When we talk of traditional men, we talk for that kind of men the way they know, say, okay, see, now me I be papa for us. I'm the boss. Now me, I'm in control. You understand? And there's no way I'll sleep and I want to sleep or cross a woman and go and sleep behind. You know? Yeah. So they believe that if you cross a woman to go and sleep behind, that woman will always suppress you in that marriage or in that relationship.
I don't see it like that. I don't really see like it's not like you must cross the lady. The way you arrange the bed, it's not like when you cross the lady, everything just changes. No. If the man is in the case where the man enjoys sleeping behind, sleeping with feeling like there's something behind you.
Yeah.
So when you sleep, you touch the wall, you feel like, okay, I'm actually on the bed.
But we already know that in our African nature, you know, the man, they always try to protect the woman. The man is the head of the family as the head of the home, right? So it is a responsibility for the man to stand in front, like defend the whole family, because we need to look at like a normal bed. A bed is like a gateway to the house. You see, you cannot take a woman and put in front of the gate, like in front 9. It doesn't go like that, you know. I know women will obviously see it like how even on the bed, does it really matter? It does. It matters.
For me, I don't really see like.
No, I see it. It really matters. Like I was watching a video the other day, and one lady was saying, "How can I be paying a house, my own house, and you come and you want to sleep in front of the bed?" And some ladies will say, "See, there's no way I can sleep behind of the bed." But originally, our African nature, the man should be the one to sleep in front of the bed, except otherwise.
For me, it's not like it should be only the man. The woman can sleep. Okay, let's forget about that. That you protect them. All of us can protect each other. You see, we can both. The way you protect me, I can also protect you.
Okay.
So it all boils down to like, the preferences, what you guys arrange. If you guys are comfortable with that, with let's say the man sleeping in front or the man sleeping behind, the woman sleeping in front or behind. If you guys are comfortable, there's no problem.
For me, I think there can only be an exception.
Okay,
there can be an exception if the lady is breastfeeding or is babysitting, or the lady just gave birth. That one we can understand that. Okay, now I'll sleep behind. The lady will sleep in front because the baby's bed obviously will be closer to the bed. Now, another opinion is there's no way a woman will give birth and you are sleeping on that same bed. Temptations can come in, one or two things. So, so men, me in particular, there's no way I can sleep behind of the bed. I'm saying it from my own perspective.
Okay.
If I sleep for back bed, it be like day no break. Like the next day will not come. For me personally, it's not like I'm not taking in the perspective like, okay, I'm the head of the house. Maybe I'm the person in control. I'm the man. No, I just think it's just that feeling that how can I sleep as a protector behind of the bed, and if something is coming or something dangerous wants to enter into the house, and I will be like running and crossing people to a man should be ready at all time to take action.
No.
Yes, a man should be ready at all time to take action. Sleeping behind of the bed, man, you're already losing. How manage? You as a man, you want to sleep and your wife is sleeping in front of the bed and you go and sleep behind of bed. Some people will say it's normal. How can that be normal?
For me, I feel like there will be some, like you said, exceptions, right? But I also feel like a woman can sleep in front. For my own case, I don't sleep in front because I always like to sleep and then, touch something hard. Like the wall. Behind. Yes. So when I sleep with the wall behind me, I feel comfortable. If I sleep in front of the bed, I'm so stressed because I'm only sleeping on one position. I cannot shake. I'm just like, what if I just make a wrong turn and then I discover myself on the floor?
Okay.
So when I'm sleeping in front, I feel like tomorrow will never arrive. It will not. I feel so stressed. Even if you think, I keep waking up because I'm like, okay, let me not just turn. Maybe I might just put my hand weighs down and then I discover myself on the floor. So I feel like sleeping and touching the wall, I feel comfortable, like nothing can happen. At least there's someone in front of me and then there's a wall behind me.
But don't you think that, okay, for women that says, okay, sleeping in front or sleeping behind does not matter. Some women will want to say, okay, I would like to sleep in front. But don't you see it as a way of like suppressing the man? For me,
I don't see it like a way of suppressing the man. It's just sleeping on the bed. It doesn't change your values. Just sleeping. It's just a bed. It's just a night or 2 nights. If she sleeps in front, it doesn't change who she was before she slept there. As well as being the man, if you sleep behind, it doesn't change who you were.
But how can you want to sleep and you're crossing a woman to go and sleep behind her?
Why not? You don't need to cross her. She can wait for you. You go to your spot and then she sleeps. You guys can also take turns.
I don't see that. I don't see that as a possibility anyway. Except otherwise, the woman is the one putting all the food, like paying the bills and the rest. Like,
For me, I don't feel like even if she's paying the bills, right? It doesn't give her like because you're paying the bills, you sleep in front. No. Whoever is paying the bills can sleep in front or behind. It's just about, your understanding. Okay, babe, today I want to sleep in front. Can I sleep in front? She sleeps in front. Okay, you guys keep changing. If it's something that you want to try, you keep trying. If you're comfortable with one, like I read one story. The lady was complaining about like she was advising one of her friend about the same topic, sleeping position. She was like, she tried it. Theirs, they did not have any conversation like who is going to sleep in front, who is going to sleep behind. She said she discovered that she just climbed on the bed. Both of them climbed on the bed. They discovered that no one could fall asleep. The lady was in front, the man was behind.
Okay.
Nobody could fall asleep. Nobody spoke a word. They just stood up, changed their positions, and everybody went to sleep.
Like it just happened naturally that you guys are in the wrong positions.
She said they just discovered without even talking. You just like, okay, she just went to bed first. She claimed she was in front. The man came later and was behind. They discovered that they stayed there for hours. Nobody could sleep. In silence.
Yeah.
They just woke up and switched and everybody fell asleep. I was like...
Yeah, so let's look at this another scenario. Now, situation where maybe there are three of them, right? The woman, the man, and the child. So, is it right for the child to be put in the middle? I'll give you something. Why I'm asking? Yeah, because some people say in a relationship, it might be just normal. Like, okay, you guys are sleeping. The woman is sleeping behind, the man is sleeping in front, and the child is sleeping in the middle. Now, some people look beyond that.
Yes,
that a child sleeping in the middle, like, gives your gap, like standing in the middle of your relationship.
Yes.
Does that really matter? Does that really play a role? Like putting a child in front, in the middle, while the both of you sleep at the end?
For me, I feel like, I see like, it's kind of true though. Like you guys were normally sleeping together.
Yeah.
And then now there's a child in between. So it kind of like signifies like there's a breach or there's a gap between you two. So that's why, nowadays we have baby bed, we have baby cot. The child you could put the child on the bed for the child to sleep on his own. Get used to. Like you're going to be sleeping alone. You don't need to sleep between mommy and daddy. Mommy and daddy have to sleep together. Okay. That's just how it is. So it's normal to, think beyond, like putting this child in the middle. Before we had this child, the child wasn't there. We're sleeping together. So why is it that this child has come? And it's like, we are, people say the devil might see that like, they are putting
it's a means to come, like a part to get into the relationship.
Others don't even see like it's any issue. Some people will be like, it's just a child. The child is safe in between. You cannot put the child in front. The child might fall. If you put the child behind, the child might stop. Maybe with the wrong turn can hit the head on the wall or hit the leg, something like that. So people say it's safe to put the child in between. So depending on your values, how do you see? Do you look beyond in the spiritual way, or do you just take it like a normal situation?
Yeah, some people will say, if it is a child, then the child should have his or her room.
Yes.
And now, situation where the child is still maybe scared, we have kids that they cannot sleep on their own, even if they are even up to 10. You need to consistently train them on how to sleep by themselves. Now, situation now that you have just maybe a room and a parlor apartment, spaces, you have problem of space. Sharing a room is like you need to get the baby's cot or the baby's bed. But if the child is up to 10,
if the child is up to 10, obviously you guys,
a 10 years old child in a baby's cot or in a baby's bed.
Let's take for a situation where your finances are limited. You could get an extra mattress.
Like to put the child on the floor.
You put the child on the floor.
What if the mother and the child sleeps on the bed and the father sleeps on the floor? Because it will be funny for the child to sleep on the floor. Why?
If the child is a grown up, if you're talking about a 10-year-old, yes, the child can sleep alone down. If you guys don't have the means to rent,
to get a bigger apartment,
the child can sleep down. The mother and father sleep on the bed. You should not get used to sleeping with your mom, or you should not get used to sleeping with your dad. You have to sleep alone because you're growing up.
You're growing
You're
up.
becoming an adult. So if it's a situation where your finances are limited, then putting the child on the floor with an extra mattress is good. If the room is big enough, you could maybe separate it with 2 beds. If you don't have the means, buying a bed, you just go for the mattress and things.
So lastly, is it in our olden days, our parents, our fathers, they used to have their own rooms.
Yes,
right?
That's true.
Yeah, that is if the mom and the dad or papa and mommy, they want to do papa and mommy stuff, the mother needs to come and meet the father in the father's room. So do you think now these days, is it something that couples should adopt, also should adopt, like the man should have his own room, and if there's something like blah blah blah, is it still advisable to do that in this 21st century?
It's not like I would say it's something to adopt. It's something that is good. Why do I say so? Nowadays we have, kids learn very fast.
Okay.
They learn with what they see.
Yeah, they learn by seeing.
Yes. So it's good that you guys should have your own rooms if you want to do those kind of things. That you don't want your, the mentality of your child to start growing wild. You have your own room. Like you can say, okay, these are the kids' rooms, and then these are the parents' room. Okay. When the kids are asleep, you guys are there. You make sure everything is safe, that they cannot come in. Especially for toddlers, when the child is around like maybe 2 to let's say 5 or 6, they will stay. If they're in their room, they get scared. They want to move out, and then the next thing they're coming to mommy's room or daddy's room.
Okay.
So the best thing is if you want to say, don't expose your kids. If you don't want to expose your kids to this kind of things, what you do is you get your room. If you're in, let's say a 2-room bedroom, a 2-room house is okay.
It's okay.
You're in your own. The kids are in theirs. Even if it's 3 kids, they can stay in 1 room.
Okay.
If your finances are limited, it's preferably they stay in 1 room. Yeah. And you guys are safe. You know that whatever you're doing there, they don't get it.
Okay, guys, up to you. Now, what are your thoughts or what are your opinion? In a relationship, who should sleep in front? Now tell me, who's supposed to sleep for front bed and who's supposed to sleep for back bed?